All right, let's get started. Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining in Hindi University. My name is Ashutosh. As you know, we meet every Sunday at 8 a.m. US Pacific, which is the time in the west coast of the US in the California region, to learn about Hindi language. And we've been doing it for the past 12 plus years. And for those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hindi University. And you will find over 550 Hindi learning tutorials where you can kind of pick up Hindi and start learning from there. Okay, and if you're interested in joining our weekly Sunday classes, you can sign up to the mailing list, tinyurl.com/Hindi univ, one word, and you will get updates prior to the class on how to join the class, etc. Okay. So as you know, lately we've been going over short Hindi essays, and those who've been the regular participant on the Hindi class, they know that in this class also we'll be doing the same thing, and we'll be learning and discussing a Hindi essay on my favorite sport. Okay, and so if you were asked about writing a short paragraph or an essay in Hindi, how do you kind of go about it? Okay, and the format is fairly simple. We'll start with like very simple sentences, and then gradually we'll increase the complexity. The requirement for this class is the Hindi intermediate sort of a level, so I expect you to know basics of Hindi grammar, postpositions, some of the pronouns, and basic Hindi tenses. And if you are completely new and if you've not learned them, I do encourage to kind of like go over the prior Hindi University videos and catch up on them. Okay. Because of the way we have structured the class, I usually write in Romanagri script and not the Devanagari. Some of the words are written in Devanagari, but what I've done is I've published the script of the class beforehand on the Facebook wall, so you can kind of like follow the Devanagari script if you're interested in that as well. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get started. And with me, I have panelists as well. We have Anne and Zaveher, and they'll be kind of helping us throughout the class as well. So let's get started on my favorite sport, short essay on my favorite sport. Okay, so I'm going to say my favorite sport. And if you don't have a favorite sport, you can still kind of, talk about what would you like your favorite sport to have. Okay. So I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to start with man. So let's say if you were to initially write, I play a particular game. And you can write cricket, you can write football, soccer, badminton, tennis, anything. Okay. This is a fairly simple sentence. I play something. I want to, before I give the answer, I want to ask our kind of panelist. So, Anne, you want to unmute yourself and tell us how will you say this thing in Hindi?
मैं टेनिस खेलती हूँ.
Try again.
मैं टेनिस.
Tennis. Okay, so you want to say मैं tennis
खेलती हूँ.
Okay, very good. मैं tennis खेलती हूँ. Okay. Tell me, how did you come to this part, खेलती? Break it down for us.
Because I am a girl. To play is खेलना.
Okay. To play is खेलना in Hindi. Okay.
It's present progressive.
Okay. Present indefinite.
Present indefinite.
Okay. Very good.
And because I am a girl, I say खेलती.
So you remove the na and you'll put ti. Okay. And you said मैं tennis खेलती हूँ. Very good. Awesome. What about you, Zaveher? How will you say the same thing? What's your favorite sport? आपका favorite sport क्या है?
I don't really have a favorite sport.
Make it up. It's okay.
What?
Make it up. Make up anything. Nobody knows you.
Okay, so मैं soccer खेलती हूँ.
Okay, very good. मैं soccer खेलती हूँ. Awesome, right? So और यू कैन से मेरा प्रिय खेल सॉकर है और मेरा फेवरेट स्पोर्ट सॉकर है. ओके, सो वेरी गुड. राइट, सो यू सेड मैं सॉकर खेलती हूँ. So for those of you who are following the class on YouTube and Facebook, you can write something similar as we are going along the lecture. And by the end of this class, your homework is already done. You already written your short essay. Okay, so मैं soccer खेलती हूँ for girl, and for guy it would be मैं soccer खेलता हूँ और मैं cricket खेलता हूँ. Okay, let's keep going. And then the next one I'm going to write is basically sentence. This is a very popular game. This is a very popular sport or a game. Okay, so this time I'm going to ask the Veher ji to break it down for us. How will you translate that in Hindi, and how will you say that in Hindi?
So it becomes ये एक बहुत popular खेल है.
Okay, break it down for us. How did you the different pieces of the sentence?
Okay, a very popular game is एक बहुत popular खेल.
So very is बहुत and popular. Okay, so either you can say popular or you can say lokpriya.
Okay.
It's not priya, it's priya. Okay, lokpriya. Okay, because you're writing it's basically a. Yeah, very good.
Game is खेल.
Okay, game is खेल. And then
this is ये.
This is ये है. Very good, right? And now you just have to combine everything together.
ये एक बहुत लोकप्रिय खेल है.
Very good. यह एक बहुत लोकप्रिय खेल है. क्या यह खेल आपकी कंट्री में भी पॉपुलर है?
Yeah.
आपके कंट्री में पॉपुलर है? Very good. Imagine you have to emphasize that this is very very. So if you have to emphasize that in Hindi, you will use the keyword here after bahut. Can anyone tell me which one?
He.
Very good, right? So bahut ही popular game है. And this is how you write it in देवनागरी. यह एक बहुत ही popular खेल है. Okay? और ये बहुत ही लोकप्रिय खेल है. Awesome. Okay? We'll keep making progress. And Sophie is saying मैं कोई sport नहीं खेलती हूँ. That's a good way to write it in Hindi. And then Maddie जी saying मेरा पसंदीदा स्पोर्ट नहीं है, लेकिन मैं बचपन में जब छोटी थी मैं फुटबॉल बास्केटबॉल खेलती थी. Great, awesome. And we have Laszlo as well, and Laszlo is great in writing Devanagari, so I'm hoping to see some Devanagari script from him. So let's keep going. So good participation on Facebook. Okay. So we'll keep making progress. The next one I have is, so I'm going to not erase it, and there's a reason for it. Now you already said for pronoun this in Hindi you're writing ye hai. Okay. The next sentence I have is in this game both teams have 11 players. Okay, in this game both teams have 11 players. Okay, how will you say that? How will the form of yeh change when you're writing this sentence? So in this one I'm gonna ask oh wow, good to see Agnes ji. Welcome to the class. How will you say that? Let me put you on spot now.
Namaste, Ashu Ji. What do you want? My favorite sport? No. In this game.
In this game, both teams have 11 players.
Is हिंदी में गेम को क्या कहते हैं?
हिंदी में गेम को खेल कहते हैं.
कैसे?
खेल. This one.
खेल. जी. Is calme.
Okay, so break it down for us. Like first break it down and then we'll say the entire sentence after that.
Okay. In this game,
Mhm.
so in will be is.
Okay.
Game kel and kelme is. No, I mean this is and in game is kelme.
Okay. So let me help you here. Game is khel.
Kel.
If you're just saying this game, it would be
Is kel.
in this game would be is khel mein. Okay. In is mein, as you know in the post position, right? If you're just saying this game, it would be yeh khel. Remember, this game is very popular. यह खेल बहुत popular है. However, when you have यह खेल and after that a post position में, it changes to an oblique case. But we'll cover it. You keep going right now. In is में. This game is यह खेल. Okay.
Both is dono.
Both is दोनों.
Teams मुझे नहीं पता है.
Okay. So either you can say teams, same, or you can say
Okay.
dal, dalon. Dal is singular. Dal is also popular, but when you're using a post position after that, which you will be doing, it changes into dalon.
Okay. Dono dalon में.
Okay, very good. And then 11 in Hindi is
11 11.
very good. 11. 11, and then
11 players. I don't know. Quel वाला?
खेलने वाले और खिलाड़ी.
Yeah. Okay. It works.
Khiladi, yep. Khiladi is it's a very I think I would say not very, but it's a popular Hindi movie as well. Khiladi, and then
हाँ.
होते हैं because this is the use of have. Okay, to have is either you can say है or you can say होते हैं. Okay, so let me combine everything together. Great job there, and then simplify for everyone. So I'll remove this part so it doesn't confuse you. However, the point of that was the differentiation between this game, because this game was there in the previous sentence and this game is in this sentence as well. Okay, when the sentence is written in isolation, this game is popular. You were saying यह खेल popular है. Okay, but in Hindi and many other languages, there's a notion of oblique case. Whenever there is a post position after this pronoun and this kind of a object. So the moment you have in this game, you will say यह खेल, and then you are adding may after that. So this may changes this यह to इस खेल. Okay. I hope this makes sense. Okay. So now we were saying इस खेल, and then after that we are putting may. इस खेल में. Now we are saying both teams. Okay, and both teams have 11 players. So let me write it down. Okay, so you're saying इस खेल में दोनों, either you can say टीमों में, दोनों टीमों में, it's kind of sort of adopted word in Hindi as well, टीमों में, or you can say दलों में. दोनों दलों में. दल is kind of used generically for any kind of a party, even for political parties you'll say दलों में. Team is sort of more common for sports team. So दोनों टीमों में 11 खिलाड़ी होते हैं. Okay, hope this makes sense. अनिल जी, क्या आपके देश में भी सॉकर पॉपुलर है?
फ्रांस में सॉकर बहुत पॉपुलर है.
बहुत पॉपुलर है.
और मेरा परिवार में बहुत पॉपुलर है.
अच्छा, परिवार में पॉपुलर है. सारे बच्चे सॉकर खेलते हैं?
मेरी पति और मेरे 3 बेटे खेलते हैं, soccer खेलते हैं.
अच्छा सही। आप नहीं खेलती?
क्या?
क्या आप सॉकर नहीं खेलती?
मुझे I can't hear you well.
क्या आप सॉकर नहीं खेलती? You what about
No,
you?
no, 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 no.
नहीं? No worries, we'll keep
I'm a
going.
girl.
No, you have a solid girl team as well, right? So
No, no.
anyway,
मुझे
we'll keep
नहीं
going.
पसंद है.
नहीं पसंद है? कोई बात नहीं.
नहीं.
So we'll keep going, and so now I have every team wants to score a goal, and every team or each team wants to score a goal. So I'm going to ask Zaveherzi in this time, and then we'll go to after that we'll go to Anne. What do you think, Zaveherzi? Every team, yep.
Each team will be her team.
Her team, okay. Can you give some more? Can you give some more examples of each team, like the way you said her team? How else can you use her?
I don't know.
Okay, so like the way we have her team. Let's finish it up, and then I'm going to ask you more. Then in that case, keep going.
Okay. To want is Chahna, so wants is Chahti.
Very good, right? To want is Chahna. That's the present indefinite form. It's a to want. Okay, great. Keep going.
Okay. So to score a goal is goal karna.
Very good. So goal karna. And generically, what is karna? Karna is to
do.
Very good. Right? Awesome. Now combine everything.
हर टीम गोल करना चाहती है.
Her team goal करना चाहती है. Now, why do you have चाहती and not चाहता or चाहते?
Because team is feminine.
Okay, because team is feminine. Okay. Now, and why do you have her here?
Because each team.
Okay, because each is there.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now, let me ask you another question. Let's say there's a country. Let's say we name Peru, and the sentence is like everyone or each boy wants to sing a song in Peru. I just made it up. How will you say that in Hindi?
Can you repeat the sentence?
Every boy or each boy in a small town in Peru wants to sing. Or let's say in Tunis, everyone wants to kind of play.
Okay, so Tunis में
Every boy.
I don't know.
Har bacha. Okay, so that's what I was trying to get to. Har bacha basically, right? So like the way you have her team, I was just trying to see, whether we can kind of like like the way you have her team, you can say her bacha. Her bacha is every boy. Her ladka or her ladki.
Okay, so Tunis में हर बच्चा खेलना चाहता है.
Very good, right? हर बच्चा खेलना चाहता है, right? And let's say if you're in school and the teacher is very strict, and they want to say everyone or each boy and girl will come on time in school. You can say हर लड़का और लड़की school में time पे आएंगे. Okay? So I was just trying to kind of, through repetition, I was just trying to say that whenever there's a notion of every or each, you can put her before the noun that you have. Her bacha, her ladka, or her girl. Okay, so you go to a new city, and you find all the architecture very beautiful, right? And you want to say every house and building. You can say har ghar, okay, or har imarat, every building. Okay, so you can think of more such scenarios, right? But with the use of her, that was the whole point. Okay, good stuff there. So we'll keep going, and this time I'm going to ask Anne to help us. So the next one I have is uh, there is a referee in this game. There is a referee in this game. So you see, there's a notion of in this game again, which came in the sentence number 3. Okay, and and you want to unmute yourself and tell us.
In this game is kelme.
Very good. It's kelme.
Ek referee.
Okay, ek referee.
होता है.
Okay. Okay. So
there is होता है.
Okay. So you said now combine everything. Is खेल में
एक referee होता है.
Okay. इस खेल में एक referee होता है. What is the verb behind hota?
It's hona.
Hona. And what does it? Okay, to be. And what else? Hona also means to happen, right? To happen.
Or to have.
Okay, to have or to.
Say मेरे पास एक किताब होता है.
Okay. So exist, whenever there's a notion of exist. Okay. So that's what you're trying to say here. There exists a referee in this game. And that's why you're trying to say, is खेल में referee होता है. Good job there. I hope this is simple for everyone. So let me quickly see if there are any questions on the Facebook side. So the question is, like, where can I find other videos? I mean, you can simply follow the link here, youtube.com/Hindi University, and you can find the older videos. We have it every week. And Sophie has written, इस खेल में दोनों टीमों में 11 players होते हैं. Good stuff there. Awesome. Okay, so I'll continue. So now I've gotten some nice stuff from Laszlo. Laszlo is saying, क्षमा करें आशु, लेकिन Formula 1 भी popular है और अभी मुझे वह देखना अच्छा लगता है. Okay, awesome. Somehow, Laszlo जी, मैंने कभी Formula 1 रेस अच्छे से नहीं देखी है. But मुझे देखने की इच्छा है. Okay. So the question is, how do we say referee in Hindi? There's not one. I mean, there are other ways to say referee, but it's not so popular. And if you say it to a Hindi speaker, they'll get confused. So I was looking up myself, and they say punch, but punch is sort of used for, your local, let's say in the village you have like some kind of you need a mediation. So punch will be the person who is kind of will mediate and solve the problem for you. But I would say continue to use referee. But if you want to be very particular, you can say that there is a one decision, person who makes a decision, punch. Okay, so we'll keep going now, and we'll keep learning. So the next sentence I have, and Anish ji will help us in this one. So this one is going to be a long sentence. So this one says, if anyone or if any player makes a mistake, the referee will give yellow or red card to him. So it's a long sentence, but you have to break it down. And if you don't know any particular word, you can ask your co-panelist. You can ask Zaverji or Angie. Okay, so let's give it a try.
If any player makes a mistake, so if is agar.
Agar. Okay.
Any player would be koi kilani. How do you say kilana? It's kilana. It's masculine.
Okay, so any is koi, player is khiladi.
But kilari is
it can be used for both. It can be used for both male as well as female.
But it's in singular. Kilari is singular.
It's both singular and plural.
Okay.
Yeah.
So agar koi kilari mistake.
What is mistake?
Makes mistake? I don't know.
Mistake is galti. Oh, sorry. Why don't you ask your co-panelists? I keep forgetting it. That I should making it easy. You can ask. You can use your lifeline. You can ask. Either Anne or you can ask.
Yeah, everyone is French, no?
Yeah. No. He understands French. I am assuming.
Ok. Alors, si quelqu'un connaît mistake, merci de m'aider. Tout le monde est français, c'est pratique.
Oui, mais on ne connaît pas.
Ah. Non. Okay, let's see. Okay. We don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Zaverji, I thought you probably know. Mistake is?
Yeah, it's galti.
Galti, okay. Galti, okay. What about to make a mistake? Now you have to make a mistake.
Galti karna.
Very good, right? Make mistake is galti karna. Okay, keep going.
तो अगर कोई खिलाड़ी गलती करता है.
Okay, because it's written generically, you're saying galti karta hai. However, if it is a team of all girls, you can say अगर कोई खिलाड़ी गलती करती है. Okay, then
the referee. So we use referee also.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So referee pila ya lal. Wait. Pila या लाल की हिंदी में कार्ड को क्या कहते हैं?
Okay, you can ask your friends. हिंदी में कार्ड को क्या कहते हैं? Yeah. क्या बोलते हैं?
It is the same, I guess, card.
Okay, you can say card or you can say parcha or parchi. Okay. Yeah, keep going on. Yeah, parchi.
Okay. तो pili या लाल की पाची. To him it's उसके.
उसको.
So it will do. Let me see, because I can't see with my old eyes now.
What to give is?
To give is dena.
Very good. To give is dena. Okay, I think you're almost there now. अगर कोई खिलाड़ी गलती करता है तो referee, and then you said to him. To is the notion of whenever there's a to, it means ko, and him is like usse, right? So उसको basically, right? उसको पीली या
लाल की पाची. And then in future we'll give.
Why don't I remove the three gives?
Okay. Data hai.
Very good, right? They're free. Awesome. So you were able to.
I don't know how to say we'll give in future.
Dega. It's an irregular verb. Remember, dena become it changes in the other forms
Yeah.
of the sentence. So dega.
Adega. Okay.
Okay. So now let me combine everything here. If any player agar makes a mistake, right? अगर कोई खिलाड़ी गलती करता है और गलती करती है, अगर कोई खिलाड़ी गलती करता है. Now we didn't mention that with agar comes to, then, if then. Remember the if then sentences that we did in the past? So they go in pairs, okay? You know, if you do not come, I will not come. अगर आप नहीं आएंगे तो मैं नहीं आऊंगा, okay? और तो मैं नहीं खाऊंगा, okay? So agar and then you have to, okay? तो referee gives them or him or her a yellow or to referee. Then you said usko, okay? Usko is nothing but वह plus को. वह is he or she, and you know, and then you have to him or to her. वह plus को is usko. You said yellow is पीला, or you can do पीली या लाल. Give me 1 minute. I can unmute Maddie ji here. Okay. पीली या लाल पर्ची. To give is dena. So you said deta है because referee is male singular. Or if it is female, you can say देती है. Okay. लाल पर्ची देती है. So hope it makes sense. As I said, like, you know, as we kind of continue the sentences, they get more complicated. So hopefully this makes sense.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Why did we use usko but not use?
Both of them are same. Good question. So the question is, why did we use usko here and not usse? Okay, and usko and usse, they are same. Okay, same as mujhko and what are the, if you have
Mujhe.
usko, usse, so mujhko and
Mujhe.
very good. Right, so there is an embedded ko within this one. So all of them are same, like mujhko or mujhe, humko or hame. Okay, it's just the context how you're saying it, right? I mean, in a lot of songs, you know, in Hindi Bollywood songs, you'll have humko, right?
Okay.
You know, you remember the song humko hami se chura lo? So that's right, humko.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the same way, right? Humko and then hame. And then there's another song, Hame, right? Hame aur jeene ki chahat na hoti, right? So it's just both of them are same. Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Good question. Any other question? Feel free to
No.
write them. Right. So we'll keep going. So the next one I have, which is sort of like, you know, again a little bit more covering some things that we have learned in the past. You know, so I'm writing it here. Even though this game, or even though this is not trendy, even though it's not trendy in America, even though it's not trendy in America, it is played all over the world. Even though this is not a trendy game in America, it is played. It is played throughout the world. Throughout the world. So it's a long sentence, and Zaver ji will help us sort of break it down. And you know, if you need help, you can ask. You can use your lifeline by asking any of your co-panelists in the class.
Okay, well, I'm not sure about even though.
Okay, so try it. Let's say if you didn't know anything, how do you ask someone? Do you know the formulas? You probably do not know the formulas that we learned in the Hindi class. Right? So let me kind of cover the formula for you. And the formulas that we have, and it's most of the Hindi University students, they should kind of, they are aware of it, and if not, let me kind of cover it. And the formula says, Hindi mein वो क्या कहते हैं? वो क्या कहते हैं? Okay, so you said I don't know how to say even though in Hindi. You can use the formula to ask anyone.
Guys, हिंदी में even though को क्या कहते हैं?
I think it's aunque.
What is it, Anesji?
I think it's aunque, no?
Anyone else?
I'm not sure if I mixed with another language.
Yeah. Who else can answer that? And
I don't know.
you don't know. Okay.
Which in
I knew that.
Okay. It's halanki. So let me write it down for you. Halanki. Okay. Halanki. There is an even more complicated word, but which is yadyapi, but I'm not going to write that. It's going to confuse you even more. So halanki. Okay. So now we can start with that.
Okay, I have a question before. We once used the veseto form. Does it apply here?
Which one?
Veseto lekin.
Okay, you can say that. Veseto. You can completely use that. Yes, you're right. Veseto.
Okay.
You can totally use that. Veseto.
Okay, so even though it's veseto or halanki, this is ye.
This is ye hai. Okay. This is not
trendy को क्या कहते हैं हिंदी में?
Okay. Trendy को हिंदी में कहते हैं प्रचलित. प्रचलित. Right? प्रचलित.
In America में.
Okay. In America is America में. Good stuff. So now say the entire thing. Even though this is not trendy in America.
वैसे तो ये अमेरिका में प्रचलित नहीं है.
Okay. वैसे तो अमेरिका में यह प्रचलित नहीं है. Let me write it down first so that everyone can follow it. हालांकि यह अमेरिका में, if प्रचलित is too difficult, you can say trendy. That's fine too. प्रचलित नहीं है. Keep going. Now.
लेकिन.
Yep. लेकिन.
So it is played. ये खेला जाता है.
Okay. How did you come to this one? It is played. यह खेला जाता है.
Okay. So played is खेला. It's a passive form, so we won't use the verb.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
So the verb is खेला. To play is खेलना.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said it is played is a passive sentence, so you remove the na and you put a, and then you said खेला जाता है. Okay.
Yeah.
What about it is spoken?
To speak in Hindi is what?
बोलना. So let's say if I'm saying yeah बोला जाता है, so the question is like French is spoken in Tunisia or Tunis.
Okay, Tunisia में French बोला जाता है.
बोली जाती है. French is considered feminine. बोली जाती है. Anyway, sorry for the digression. Just wanted to kind of. So it is played is लेकिन. You said it is played is खेला जाता है.
Yeah.
And then throughout the world.
कई देशों में.
Okay, कई देशों में. Yeah. और पूरी दुनिया में. लेकिन पूरी दुनिया में और कई देशों में पूरी दुनिया में खेला जाता है. Okay, awesome. So you can tell that this is a very long sentence, but just within this sentence you learned so many things, right? You learned how to ask questions to anyone. Okay, you learned the form, even though yet, or like हालांकि, लेकिन, लेकिन is like but, and then यह अमेरिका में, so हालांकि यह अमेरिका में प्रचलित नहीं है, लेकिन पूरी दुनिया में खेला जाता है. You also learn to say the passive sentence in Hindi. For those of you who are completely new to this, I definitely recommend you look up the previous videos to kind of like brush it up a little bit more. So let me take a quick pause to see if there are any questions both on the Facebook or on the on the Google Hangout. So Sophie, she has written, हालांकि अमेरिका में ट्रेंडी नहीं है, फिर भी ये खेल सारी दुनिया में खेला जाता है. Okay, so खेला is the only thing that is missing, otherwise the sentence is correct. Shahid is saying उसके can we use बावजूद? Yes, you can use बावजूद. That's also correct. The question is why use लेकिन? Lekin is sort of like, when even in English, when you're saying although, you're starting a sentence with although, you have the counterpart like but. Okay, so that's the reason we are sort of putting, like the way you have although but, same thing, you have halanki, and then you have lekin there. Okay, good question. Let me see if there are more. Unko is also possible. I think unko, you're referring, Shahid, to the previous sentence that we have written. So if you want to say unko is it's so like the way we said in the previous sentence, वह plus ko is usko. Okay. Similarly, if you have plural, यह is this, वे is they, and if you're putting with वे, it would be unko. So in that context, you can say unko yellow card deta hai. Yes, you can say that. Okay, so that's all good stuff there. So let me see if there are more questions. After America mein there is a may. Why not use? Why use yeh not is? Why use yeh not is? Okay, even though this is not trendy in America. Okay. So, okay, it's good question there. Who can answer that? Let me ask some of our students. This is not trendy in America versus, did you get the question? Let me explain that. So the question is, you're saying this is not trendy. You're using yeh and not is. In this case,
because is oblique case.
No, that is true. But her question is, should we be using is, rather than like using, when we wrote this sentence, we said this is not trendy. We said yeh trendy. We said yeh trendy nahi hai. Her question is, why are we not saying is rather than yeah?
Maybe because we didn't use the word game after yeah, so that's why we just didn't use
Okay.
is. Because in the previous sentence after yeah we had kale, so we have transformed it to is kale.
Very good, right? So in the previous sentence we had yeh khel, and then you had may after that. So that's why yeh khel becomes is khel mein. Okay. Whereas in this sentence you are saying is like, the game is sort of not here. Same thing, like, you're focusing more on like yeh trendy hai or yeh trendy nahi hai. And it has no relationship with, America in this case. Okay.
Also, we can say that we use yeh because it's in general. And
Okay.
when you use is, it's because you show something very specific.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Be, somehow to
That's true.
remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if I come up with more examples, I'll provide more examples here. But I mean, at the end of the day, if it was like in this America, it would be is America mein. Okay, versus this America. Okay, yeah, America. So I hope that give you some clue, Shahid ji. I'm gonna give you some more specific examples so that it kind of directly clarify your doubt. But any other questions, folks? Okay. If not, thanks so much for your time. I hope you learned something new. I hope now you are before, like 30 minutes ago when we started the class, and from now, at least you're in a position to write a short paragraph on your favorite sport. I mean, if time permits, I do encourage everyone to kind of write a short paragraph on your favorite sport and post it, and then I'm going to review it. So with that in mind, I'm going to, we can complete the class a bit early, and I'm going to take any questions that we may have from the panelists, and